3 months before our wedding, my fiancée asked me for a break so she could reconnect with her ex. Not because we were fighting, not because we had fallen apart, but because she needed to be sure. And what happened after that completely destroyed our relationship in less than a week. Before I tell you the full story, I want you to answer honestly in the comments. If the person you were about to marry asked for time to explore feelings for their ex, would you stay and wait, or would you walk away immediately? Because I walked away. And to this day, people still tell me I was either completely right or completely heartless. My name's Ryan. I'm 33, and at the time all of this happened, I lived in Charlotte, North Carolina. I worked as a regional sales manager for a software company, and honestly, life felt stable for once. I had been with my fiancée, Emily, for almost 4 years. We owned a townhouse together. Wedding venue booked. Invitations designed. Future planned. From the outside, we looked like one of those couples everyone secretly envies. Emily was an interior designer. Smart, funny, creative, the kind of person who could walk into an empty room and instantly imagine something beautiful. I really believed she was the person I'd spend my life with. We met at a business networking event downtown. She was there presenting a commercial redesign project, and I was attending for work. What started as a casual conversation turned into us sitting together for almost 3 hours talking about life, ambition, relationships, everything. The connection felt effortless. She introduced me to art galleries and rooftop wine bars. I introduced her to road trips, baseball games, and terrible late-night tacos. We balanced each other perfectly. Or at least, I thought we did. About a year after moving in together, I proposed during a weekend trip to Savannah, Georgia. She cried. Said yes immediately. Called it the easiest decision of her life. Funny how those words age sometimes. For months, wedding planning became our entire world. Emily obsessed over details, flowers, lighting, color palettes, table settings. I actually loved watching her work. She cared deeply about creating beautiful things. And then came the Saturday morning that changed everything. I was making pancakes when she sat down at the kitchen counter looking unusually serious. You ever have a moment where your stomach drops before anything even happens? That was me. We need to talk, she said. Never a good start. I've been thinking a lot lately, and I think we should take a break before the wedding. At first, I honestly thought it was stress. Cold feet. Normal wedding anxiety. Then she said his name. Jason reached out to me. Jason was her college ex. The guy she always described as immature and bad for her. But somehow, he never fully disappeared from her life. He's been talking to me again, she said quietly. And I think I need to figure out if those feelings are really gone before I marry you. I just stared at her. I genuinely thought I misunderstood. So let me get this straight. I said, you want to pause our engagement so you can see if you still want your ex. She immediately got defensive. It's not like that. Really? Because from where I was sitting, it sounded exactly like that. Then came the line that honestly changed how I saw her forever. I just need to be absolutely sure before committing to marriage. That sentence hit me harder than yelling ever could. Because if 4 years together, a home, and a wedding weren't enough to make her sure, then I already had my answer. What would you have done right there? Seriously. Would you fight for the relationship? Would you try couples therapy? Or would you realize you were being treated like a backup option? Because in that moment, something inside me shut off. I had already lived through a relationship where I was the safe choice, while someone else chased excitement. I promised myself I'd never accept that again. So I looked at her and said, no. She blinked. No what? No break, no waiting, no pause. If you need to explore another man before marrying me, then this relationship is already over. Her face went completely pale. Suddenly she started crying, saying I was overreacting, saying she was trying to be honest. But honesty doesn't erase disrespect. And here's the part that really got me. She expected me to wait, like I'd just sit there emotionally frozen while she tested another relationship. Like I'd still be standing there in case things didn't work out. Absolutely not. I took off my engagement ring and placed it on the counter. And just like that, it was over. The next few days felt unreal. I canceled vendors, pulled money from wedding accounts, contacted the realtor. And here's where things escalated fast. Instead of trying to fix things immediately, Emily actually left to stay with her friend Vanessa. I think she genuinely believed I'd calm down and eventually agree to her break. But I wasn't bluffing. By Tuesday, our townhouse was listed for sale. By Thursday, I accepted a transfer opportunity with my company in Denver, Colorado. Fresh start. New city. New life. Then came the twist nobody expected. Friday afternoon, Emily showed up at the house with Jason. Apparently she wanted to talk things through. Instead, they found a SOLD sign in the yard, and movers carrying out the last of my furniture. That's when panic finally hit her. My phone exploded with calls, texts, voicemails. "Ryan, please call me. I made a mistake. I choose you," but that was exactly the problem. I didn't want to be chosen AF tear comparison. I wanted someone who never questioned me in the first place. Do you think I was too harsh? Because some of our mutual friends said I should have fought harder. But honestly, I think self-respect sometimes looks cruel to people who are used to being tolerated. A few months later, I was fully settled in Denver. New apartment, better job position, clear mind, and for the first time in a long time, peace. Then one morning, I walked outside my building and saw Emily sitting on the steps. She had driven over 20 hours to find me. And she looked awful. No sleep, messy hair, crying before she even spoke. "I ruined everything," she said. Turns out Jason lost interest almost immediately once she became available. Funny how some people only enjoy the chase. She begged for another chance. Said she started therapy. Said she finally understood what she threw away. And honestly, part of me felt bad for her. But not enough to go back. Because trust isn't just about cheating. It's about knowing your partner won't put you in competition with someone else the second life gets uncertain. That conversation lasted almost 2 hours. And when she finally left, I realized something important. I didn't miss the relationship anymore. I missed the version of her ITHUGHT existed. There's a difference. Now here's the crazy part. About a year later, my life is better than I ever imagined. I got promoted. I met someone new. And the biggest difference? Peace. No games. No uncertainty. No emotional tests. Just consistency. And honestly, once you experience that kind of love, you never want to go back to confusion disguised as romance. So let me ask you one last time. Did I do the right thing by walking away immediately? Or should I have stayed and fought for the relationship? Tell me in the comments. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more real-life relationship stories every